What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Jumritsu, Namaste. My name is Panya, or Heaven. I'm here to enlarge your frequency, to alter consciousness, to high your mind, to transcend above the deprivation, to ascend to the steps from human life. Inviting one spirit here, not a million times, baby. Let's go. When the ego is unbalanced, it is natural instincts, self-preservations. There is, however, the healthy side of the balance between its needs and those of others. That is equilibrium, the balance of the yin and yang, the balance of the love and kindness. It is attention to itself and to others is the basic principle. When we are in the survival mode, in the emergency situations, it makes sense that the self should take care of itself. That will be the first priority. However, when the chronic long-term stresses, that neurotransmitter chemical that pushes the body and the brain, the mind, the cognitive apparatus out of balance, out of control, the ego becomes over-focused on survival and puts the self first and foremost to the exclusions of anything else. We be more hyper-focused. We are selfish all the time. Thus, we become self-centered, self-indulgent, self-centered, and self-important, full of self-pity as well too, and self-loathing. But we can recalibrate that when the ego become the Garuda ego. And the ego is under constant stress. It got a me first priority. Under those conditions, the ego is primarily concerned with just the predicting of energies, outcome of every situations, and assumptions about the situation that may not even be true. It is over focused on the other's world and feels completely separated from oneself, meaning that they're separate from God. They're separate and not in alignment with oneself. They are separated from the real ego instead they're just ego driven of the reality. In fact, the more we define reality through our senses, the more this reality that the ego becomes, it creates its own law. And materially, the material world, the material reality, as the law is the very opposite of the quantum field of our magnetic force of our law. Whatever we place our awareness on, our mental focus is become our reality. The consequently is that our attention is focused on the body, and the attention and the focus that we have on the body, the physical realms in our physique, and if we become locked into the particular line of our lineage, then this become our reality. However, to forget to transcend about the people, we know the problems become lesson that we have. It's a lesson, the thing that we own. We transcend it, we let it go. We know that it's not permanent, so we let it go. We give that's not belong to us. We lose track of time doing anything that is good beyond the body, the physical limitations. The physical physique here, we use it as a tool to not just needs, but to feed it as the habitual, because we eat to live, not live to eat. And we never give up on the high emotional familiar experience that is reaffirming that we are the nature. And the nature of the identity is to detach from it as well too. While we're still living, we could take care of good, great, best, superb, phenomenal care of the physique, to predict our future condition, to review our past memories as we have the introspect reflections, the memories that lay down the selfishness, to lay down the ego, not suppress but to let it go, transcends. It's only to conceive and only concerned with its needs, live to eat instead of eat to live. Now that's not a good way of having the karmic die effects. As we feel and crave the unknown, this is the beginning of the freedom, sovereignty, spirits, baby. And that's my heart spirit, the three pillars of the peaceful warrior. And from our present lives, we get to see and review and we create the formations in this synchronicity of most of our ability and beyond our capacity, that we will reach to the pinnacle. While we reach to the pinnacle, there's going to be more of the paramount, more of the pillars, more of that altitude of the gratitude, because we have that kind of attitude as well too when we reach up there, because we know how tough it is, because sometimes we know we can't breathe. But that's okay. Life is meant to overflow with joys, overflow with a little bit of anxiety, because we just can't predict the future. But that's okay. We got to trust. It's all about trusting the process, trusting the universal love. With peace of mind and love of heart, baby. Thank you for viewing. And eat to live, not live to eat. And lessen the ego so become more of Garuda. The ego as the American ego, and also the ego of Garuda. Peace of mind and love of heart, baby. Thank you for viewing. Once again, peace.